every day.
Yo, what is good? It's your boy Vega Man, and welcome to Vega Man Show. So today, obviously, it's going to be a crazy topic we're going to be talking about tonight, but it is something that has been on my mind for a little while, and I wanted to talk about it. So with that being said, on with the show. Let's go. So what's good, y'all? It's your boy Vega Man, and welcome to the Vega Man Show. I'm your host, Vega Man. So today we're going to be talking on a touchy subject, and it has to do with abortion. You know what I'm saying? To abort or not abort, that is the question. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about that today. Obviously there's a lot of people that, you know, are very touchy when it comes to this subject. There's always been a lot of debates about this subject, you know what I'm saying? So I figured, hey, you know, why not talk about it? Just can kind of get it out of the way. So I wanted to kind of just give my inputs on it and what I think about abortion. I don't think anybody has ever asked me or even like ask for my opinion about it, but I'm going to do my best about it. But before I even give you guys my input, I want to switch screens here, and we're going to watch a video real quick about what abortion is. You know, I'm not trying to be very unsensitive to my, you know, to females, but I wanted to kind of sort of dive a little bit in, and you know, I think that a lot of people are trying to figure out a solution to this problem, right? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people thinking, hey, maybe we shouldn't you know, trample on women's rights. But then again, you know, abortion is something that's very I could say it's a little bit like, you know, controversial when it comes to that topic, because, you know, not every answer is the right answer, I like to say. But I wanted to kind of show my opinion about it. So today, we're going to talk about it, you know. So I found this one video on YouTube, kind of a little bit of a synopsis of how, like, what is abortion, and, you know, how you should present it or talk about it, I suppose. So let me go into it and play it for y'all. So here we go.
Everywhere, women have abortions. In fact, it's thought that 1 in 4 pregnancies end in abortion. But despite this, the messaging around
1 in 4 of marriages and it ends up in abortions. That's crazy. That's a crazy statistic right there.
abortion is often inaccurate and stigmatizing. Abortion stigma is the negative portrayal of people who seek, provide, or support abortion. It stops people getting the help they need and is behind the laws that lead to unsafe abortions. So how do we avoid spreading myths and stigma in our own resources and the information we share? Firstly, be accurate. You should only use reliable information for a reputable.
But here's the thing about being accurate. You know what I'm saying? Like, even these health organizations, they're not even accurate themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't really know the ins and outs about what it takes to you know, they may think that it's like, oh yeah, it's, you know, you're doing the right thing and it's health conscience and all that, but is it really? Like, I don't know.
Sources. Remember, abortion is safe, safer even than giving birth.
Not necessarily. That's not true. I've heard some cases where abortions became very bad and like the mother and the child died. You know what I'm saying? It's not a easy, safe procedure. So I don't understand where people are saying that. I don't get it. Hey, thank you for coming in. Hold on, let me read what you said. Hey, want to offer promotion of your channel viewers, followers, and views. That bots. The price is lower than my competitor. Okay, cool. So going back to what I was talking about. So yeah, the procedure is not as simple as they say, and it's not as safe as they say. It is complex. So I don't know how I feel about that.
There are very few countries where abortion is completely illegal. So don't make people.
Okay, hold up. So abortions are illegal in certain countries.
About the law, explain that abortion is allowed under certain circumstances. In all countries, it's legal to talk about abortion and to provide accurate information. You can find out more about the legal situation in your own country by using the World Abortion Laws map. Secondly, don't be judgmental. The media often gives the message that some women are more deserving of abortion than others. We don't know everyone's
She says, don't be judgmental. Really, it's not really a judgment. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I get a little bit, I get real critical when it comes to these, like these certain organizations, like they promote abortions, like it's like the end all be all, like it's a good thing to do it, but in reality, it's not.
Situation, and we shouldn't judge them. Everyone has the right to accurate information and safe healthcare, regardless of their age, marital status, or economic background.
I mean, that's true. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be. Listen, I'm not anti-abortion. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, do it for the right circumstances. If the mother is in jeopardy because of the pregnancy and she's in the process of dying, then that could be something that I can actually see abortion being a good thing, because, you know, you don't want the mother to die. So, you know, if the child is the reason why they're hemorrhaging or something like that inside them and they have no choice but to remove the child from you, then I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? Or like being raped. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm not supposed to say the word that, but you know, if you go through that, then yeah, you know, I can understand that as well. Or like, you know, I mean, I think that's probably the only times that I think that it should happen. Like if, you know, you got you know what, and then you got pregnant from it. Okay, I can see that happening. Or like, you know, your child is the reason why you're almost dying. I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? But just to abort, I don't think that is something that should be given. You know what I'm saying? Like I have like my, oh, I'm so like, in some ways I feel like a little bit, like feel, damn, I'm trying to figure out the word to say, conflicted about it. You know what I mean? So like, it's a little crazy.
You probably know someone who's had an abortion. Consider how your messages would make them feel. Finally, choose words and images carefully. Some anti-abortion groups use language that intentionally shames women. Make sure you use accurate, neutral language, recognising a woman's rights to her own body. Images and films can be excellent tools.
Yeah, see, I don't agree with that. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you promote abortion like it's a safe and a good thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you even know what the procedure looks like? You know, unless you are a person that has actually experienced that, you can't paint it as something that's sunshine and rainbows. You can't. I just don't get how some of these organizations, man, I swear.
For getting your message across. But there are lots of common mistakes people make when choosing images. They often show pictures of pregnant bellies, though most abortions take place before there's a bump, and pictures of women looking sad or traumatised, though women feel a range of emotions after an abortion, including relief and hope. Anti-abortion groups use pictures of babies or fetuses. These don't accurately reflect what it's like to have an abortion. Try to focus your messaging on the person who's pregnant and her rights. You can find out more about abortion messaging by taking a look at our detailed guide.
Okay, so when I look at something like that, it's kind of hard to say because it's just like, are they promoting it as something that's good, or I mean, for me, I take it as like they're showing some facts, but then they're like majority of it is a lot of like lies. You know what I'm saying? Because abortion is not like that. I mean, the girl may feel relieved. I mean, there's a movie about it that I saw on Amazon, I believe, that talks about not talks about it, but it actually shows like women getting abortions and stuff and how they look after. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't look all cheery and relieved. They look like they're about half dead and lost a lot of blood. Like, sometimes like these abortions don't come out right, and you know they have to do a second, you know, they have to go in there a second time to kind of clean up all the, you know, the fetus and everything else like that. I mean, it's a barbaric. I think it's barbaric. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I believe that women that do that, unless it's like the three major reasons why you should abort a child, like any woman that just aborts a child because they feel, you know, that it's a hindrance to their career or a hindrance to their lifestyle or a hindrance because they just don't feel like they want to be responsible for the child, there's ways. I believe there's ways you can deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to necessarily sacrifice that life. I get it. You don't want to carry it for 9 months. You don't want your body to be, you know, different than what you had it before. I understand all that. You know what I'm saying? But then again, if you are having unprotected sex and you're just like, you know, you're reckless, then you deserve the consequences when it comes to that. And I believe that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to have unprotected sex, and there's so many things that now that we have in place to, you know, for you to protect yourself, you know, you have condoms, you have birth control pills, you have all these type of different ways to protect yourself from being pregnant. And obviously there is that 1% where the contraceptive, fails. But it's very rare, you know what I'm saying? So if you're on top of your birth control and stuff like that, or if you tell your partner, hey, wear a rubber and stuff like that, you should be in good chances of not being knocked up, So, but if you're going to have an abortion because you just want to negate responsibilities, I do believe there should be a there should be some type of consequence for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I do believe that the child also deserves justice. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't kill a child because you just feel like you don't want to be responsible, or you just don't want to take care of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there should be a penalty for that. Yeah, I get it. It's your body and it's your right. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? What about the child's right? And what about the child's, feelings? Because children have feelings too, Just because it's not born yet doesn't necessarily mean that they don't feel. They feel everything when they go through that procedure. So, I mean, I just feel like it's a very touchy subject, but I felt like I had to kind of just put my opinion out there because of the mere fact of the Supreme Court overturning the Roe, and there's like so much people talking about it, and I just feel like, hey, you know what, let me put my thoughts about it into my channel so people know where I stand on it. I mean, I do believe that women that have abortions should pay a price to have an abortion. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't want to have a child, give them options. Okay, maybe tie in their tubes, or even like go to the extreme where, if you never want to have children ever again, then you can have them remove your uterus or fallopian tubes or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So that way you can't have any kids. You don't have to worry about responsibilities or anything like that. I mean, it's a win-win. You know what I'm saying? Like, you won't have to be you won't be aborting any kids in the future, and also you won't have to worry about getting knocked up or anything like that. I mean, I think there should be some type of system set in place that hold women accountable as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be accountability. The mere fact that you're just aborting children because you're too selfish to take care of the child, you know what I'm saying? But you're all good about, getting laid and everything else like that, but you don't want to take care of the child. I mean, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of the reason why the abortion rate is off the roof right now in this time and age. Like, if you go back, if you do statistic numbers back in the 1930s and 40s, women actually, did give birth to their child, you know what I'm saying? And took care of their kids because it's a responsibility, you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like it's a dying world spiral, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't really think about the consequences, you know what I'm saying? If you're very grown up to and mature to have, sexual intercourse and being reckless without protecting yourself, then you should reap the repercussions of that, you know what I'm saying? And I speak from someone that, you know what I'm saying, I had a child at a young age, you know what I'm saying, and that's my older daughter. But I was a kid back then, and her mama was about the same age as me at that time. I think we were like 16 years old at that time. And we had unprotected sex. Obviously, the consequence is her getting pregnant. You know what I'm saying? She could have aborted it, but instead she didn't believe in that. And she said, since we did what we did, and we had to be responsible for that child, and that's what we had to do. You know what I mean? So like, I just don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did the child do to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it for like the other circumstances, like the mere dire circumstances of being somebody taking advantage of you and you getting knocked up for that. I get that, you know what I'm saying? Or like if your health is declining because of the pregnancy, I get that as well, you know what I'm saying? So that's not what I'm talking about, though. I'm talking about, women laying down with men and getting knocked up and then just feel like, oh, I don't want this child because this child is going to ruin my career or my health. I mean, my life. Now, you're not the health, but like my life or how I look. It's very selfish of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really is. It's really selfish of you to kind of think like that. But hey, we're in a world that everything is good, and then in reality, it's not. It's not good. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm going to, like, how the world is going to be 5 to 10 years from now. Like, you look at it, everything is going downhill. Everything is crazy. People don't appreciate life. People don't appreciate anything, really. They're just like, we're going to do what we want to do. We're going to pass what we want to pass. We're going to, do this and do that. And I just kind of just like, what the flubby flub? Because, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm an 80s baby. So, like, in the 90s, in the 80s, and the 90s, you didn't hear a lot about abortion like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hear abortion, when it comes to, like, millennials and upwards, people that were born in 2000 and up. That's like, you hear abortion like crazy. I remember back in the day, you know what I'm saying, like when girls used to do abortions and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, they did feel some type of remorse, you know what I mean, about just killing an innocent child, an innocent life that had nothing to do, you know what I'm saying, with what you did, you know what I mean. So, like, there was remorse. I've met girls. I've talked to girls in high school when, they did something like that, and they'll just be crying and not, and then you'll be looking at them like, what's going on? And, they had some type of remorse, but now it's just like no remorse. No, none. Nobody, like, even flinches anymore. And that's a scary time to be in. You know what I mean? Like, that is a very scary time to be in, But, yeah, so I just wanted to kind of just, like, put my thoughts into this, video and just kind of just, like, talk about it. Because, there's, like, there is a lot of people that are talking about abortion, but they're not coming up with solutions to abortion. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a woman wants to abort a child, right, and they don't want responsibilities, for children and stuff like that, then they should be given an option. Hey, if you don't want to have kids, once you abort this child, how about we tie your tubes, and when you're ready to have a child, we'll untie them for you or something. Like, do something like that. You know what I'm saying? I think that would decrease the amount of children being aborted a year. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not ready to have a child, then you should lose the ability to have kids. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, not permanently, but like, lose the ability to have kids, period, for the moment until you're ready or something like that. I mean, technology has been advanced to the point now where a woman can tie their tubes, or a man can tie, their scrotum. So, I mean, yeah, man, if you're not going to be a person that is responsible to take care of another living being, then you shouldn't have the ability to have, to procreate. That's just my touch on it. You know what I'm saying? This should come out way where they can do it like that, instead of just, killing a child. That's just not the way to go. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Like, it's crazy. Like, the percentage of children being aborted, it's kind of insane. They're saying something like up to like, let me look at it. abortion rate in 2022. We'll do 2022 because it's last year. Holy cow. You're talking about 62%. Jesus. That's high, man. Like 62%. They said that a total for 2020, there's over 930,160 kids being aborted in 2020 alone. That's crazy. That's so freaking crazy, man. Like, come on. 1.6 million kids. Jesus. It's sickening, man. Like, that just tells you that people are not taking responsibilities, or they don't want to take responsibilities. 1.6 million kids being aborted a year? Wow. That's a lot of kids, man. That's kind of the reason why, like, that's why, like, and then you have, like, you know, different types of, like, celebrities, and you have, like, different types of people, so, you know, promoting it. You know what I'm saying? When you promote this, people are going to think, hey, it's okay to do that. And in reality, it's not. It's not okay. But you know what? I just wanted to kind of part my my thoughts on it. You know what I'm saying? And I do believe they should come up with different, you know, more harsher solutions. You know what I'm saying? For this particular thing. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to have a child, then, you know, they should do something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for it. But hey, you know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? For being reckless and, you know, not want to be responsible for your actions, that should be the price. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, y'all, you know what I'm saying, we're about to hit that 30-minute mark. And, you know, I usually don't do these videos very long. It's just me talking about a specific topic, and that's it. You know what I mean? So with that being said, y'all, you know what I'm saying, make sure y'all follow me on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, The Vega Man Show. Share, like, and subscribe. We're trying to hit that 5K level. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think? Do you believe in abort? Do you believe not to abort? You know what I'm saying? Leave me now your questions down below on that answer, you know? And be respectful. You know what I'm saying? If you're for abortion, be respectful with your answers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect everybody. I don't hold anything against anybody. You know what I'm saying? And everybody has their, you know, everybody has their crosses and their life stories, you know, for reasons why they do so. You know what I'm saying? I respect everybody's opinions. You know what I'm saying? So be respectful in the comments, y'all. All right. So with that being said, we're going to leave this episode as is, you know, and, you know, I'm going to let you guys, you know, on that note, we're just going to, call it right now. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for those that came in and, you know, drop by into the channel and actually hear my thoughts. With that being said, y'all, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody that supports me. So with that being said, I'm out. Peace.